Hello and welcome to another update video about IOTA. Yesterday IOTA made a bit of a pump. I would think temporarily we had around 13 to 15% to the upside. Now at the end of the day there was nothing left of that pump other than a wick. We now found support at the 20, the 50 and the 200-day moving average, so there's a whole cluster of different support levels here. We also had a bit of volume yesterday, but overall if we zoom out we can actually see that IOTA isn't doing that much, doesn't look that exciting, and overall we can probably even draw a downtrending line here. And it reminds me of the V-chain chart that we had 1 or 2 months ago, So overall I remain fairly bullish on IOTA, but I think we might come down once more lower before we continue to go up, because I looked at it from an Elliott wave point of view as well now. As you know, Elliott waves, I really like to use Elliott waves, the Elliott wave method. I don't only use that, but I use it as an additional tool. And I think, to be honest, looking at the chart, it indicates that the correction is possibly not over yet. Now, please don't use that as financial advice. I'm extremely bullish on this project. I like the project. I did cover it in many videos. Now they enable staking, that will happen, I think, in January. They did now announce that with their own Firefly wallet, you can basically use your MIOTA coins and stake them. And basically there are no transaction fees, and they develop a whole ecosystem that will be, that can be used for decentralized applications as well. So, they're doing good stuff, have great partners. It is an established project. There's something like a rug pull is here nearly, I wouldn't say impossible, but it's very unlikely. So it's a solid project, good partners, the automotive industry as a partner, and it deserves actually much higher prices. But I think we get there, but maybe not yet. And the reason to say that is that if we look here at the chart, that what we can see here is possibly a something like a corrective triangle that we can see here. So I would just want to show you here this triangle pattern, and that is also again based on the Elliott wave method, just so that you've seen it and get a better understanding of it. These are obviously idealized examples here, but this is typically what you get. You start with a wave A up here, a B, a C, a D and an E, and then you come down. Now that is exactly the same thing that we have seen with Cardano as well before it came down, and I did point it out in the ADA videos. So let me just show you that here on the ADA chart. So what we had back here, I think I need to open the other one quickly. So I just want to show you here. We also had this triangle here. I did have it on the chart, and then we dropped from here. So I had an A, B, C, D, E, and then normally this was this was a triangle pattern. You can draw a triangle here, and from that E, then you would exit that triangle at the opposite side normally, right? And this is what we potentially can expect here for IOTA as well. So let me just go back to the IOTA chart and just explain to you what I see here, and that why you don't necessarily need to be worried if we see another drop. So let me just go back to that chart here, and there you go. So the way that would work is if we take now the ABCDE Elliott triangle wave tool here, I would start up here with wave A. Then you have that wave B down here. This was on the 28th of October. Then you go all the way up, and that would probably be here on the 31st of October. Then you come down to D and an E, and that was yesterday. I found that looked a bit strange because we didn't break out, so I looked really a bit deeper and think that could be valid. So you have this ABCDE triangle pattern, from which then you would normally be expected to come down here this way. Now, why do we say triangle now? Right, let me just show you. So in terms of triangle, what you get here, it's not a very clear one, it's not a very strong one, but it doesn't need to be. But you get this triangle shape here. It is very weak, but this is not a horizontal line. This is slightly descending. This one here is ascending. So yeah, you have this sort of range, sort of triangle pattern. And again, depending on the exchange, it looks a bit different, but still from here I would expect us to come down. Now, how far would we come down? And again, we take the ideal target levels based on the Elliott wave method, the Elliott wave rule book. This is nothing made up. This is all based on the rules for Mr. Elliott that he developed and the idealized target levels. And to be honest, they work, right? They don't work every time. There are also different scenarios, but they really work fairly well. Now, target levels where I would expect support here is certainly here at the 0.786 Fib level at 89 cents. Yeah, you think about, this is not possible, but I just tell you what the Elliott wave rules would tell us, right? So here at around 90 cents and maybe to the downside at around 75 cents, the 0.887 Fib level. So somewhere here, and I put a target range or target box into it. And then in one of the next videos, we can check if we did arrive there or if I was wrong and we get to the upside. But overall, I think, yeah, we could come down from here. However, then, because this would also, what I see here or what I think is that this up here is a wave 1. Yeah. And what we're currently actually seeing is a correction in a wave 2. Yeah. So it's quite a large one. So from a 1 into a 2. And from here, we would then continue in a wave 3 to the upside. So you can expect much higher prices in the future. There could be another dip coming then here, yeah, and from here we could then move all the way to the upside, above $2. That's what I certainly expect, but generally you would expect much higher prices at around the $3 mark in that next pump. But I think it is lagging behind other cryptocurrencies very clearly. That's my view, and I would expect primarily now a little bit of a retracement into that target area before we continue to go up. Nevertheless, it is a really good project. I am bullish on IOTA, but as I said, overall I would expect another retracement. Now, this is what I primarily would expect. There is also, of course, an alternative scenario that we get a breakout, but for that breakout I want to see a sustainable move to the upside above 150. But because we have come above 150 various times now and didn't really have a sustainable breakout, for me, this potential breakout to the upside without getting here into the yellow target box would only really be realistic if you get above the 176 level, which is the next Fibonacci retracement level. So we have to climb up the ladder, not only one, I think we have to climb up 2 stages. From here then, I don't think it is very likely that we come down once more into that yellow target box. That's IOTA. Generally what I expect, this could happen fairly quickly, this drop, and then go up. What I think, next year, obviously in January, they're planning to enable staking. I think that will be a very, very important move for IOTA and will really draw much more attention to the IOTA ecosystem, the Tangle. It's not really a blockchain, it's a Tangle they use, and it's a very ambitious project and a really good project and a good team. So I'm extremely bullish, but yeah, we might have to take that turnaround here into the yellow target box, which would be good buying prices if you're interested in IOTA. Hopefully you liked this video about IOTA. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.